11 reasons why real estate inheritance properties work. Number 1. The inheritance real estate industry is growing constantly because loved ones pass on and heirs need your help to sell their just inherited properties. Number 2. We research 55,000 names a week of demised individuals and identify about 7,000 inheritance properties a week for you to contact the motivated heirs nationwide. Number 3. There are over 100 different types of properties to choose from. Some of them are trust-owned properties, remainder joint tenants, and single owner. You can refine your searches by property types, square foot, lot size, year built, and assessed value. Number 4. Age. The average age of the deceased in our system is 77 years old, which means you are dealing with heirs over 50 years old, and naturally many of them want their money now. Therefore, the next options for them is to sell the property. Number 5. There is no probate on 80% of the properties we post. 60% of the properties are owned by a living trust. The successor trustees are usually family members who can sell without probate. 20% are owned by the remainder joint tenant spouse, and he or she can sell as a standard sale. The average age of the remaining spouse is over 70 years old. Property that has to go through the probate process is marked as such in our system no later than 3 weeks after the loved one has passed on. We suggest getting to these successors as soon as possible because once probate filings are public, the information is available to anyone. Number 6. Heirs need money. Many times the sudden loss of a loved one creates a huge financial crisis due to medical costs, income tax, estate tax, and personal bills. Financial needs are one of the primary reasons a for sale sign goes up quickly after the death of a loved one. Number 7. Vacant inheritance properties. An elderly widow that passed away at the age of 94 may not have any family members living in the area to keep an eye on the vacant property. It's far safer to sell the vacant property and reinvest the money on something closer to home. Multiple owned properties. We post up to 10 properties per estate, and many times the heirs will sell 1 or 2 of the properties at a discount to generate quick cash. Number 9. Deferred maintenance. With the average age of the deceased being 77 years old, many properties need updating due to the lack of ongoing maintenance. The heirs are open to as-is cash offers to avoid rehabbing, the time rehabbing takes, and the ongoing costs of the property. Number 10. Existing loans. For investors, this is a huge factor. You can negotiate the purchase and take over an existing loan owned by the deceased, and it will not affect the heir's credit. It saves you and the investor money. You can also try negotiating a short-term loan carryback. One of the most common questions we get asked is how soon heirs sell their properties. If you register now for free, you can see a list of 500 just inherited and already sold properties. Finally, we scrubbed your data and removed the sold properties twice a month so you don't have to waste any time. That data management alone pays for our service.